All right, chat, we are back, baby. I don't know what the happened there. Everything froze on me. Oh, God. All right, as we are green flag racing here quickly in this one. Tyler Jackson out in front. Jackson leading the way in that 8 ride. It's the 822 out in front. Chad Putterbow right there in position number 2. See that 41 machine of the DS Marshall there in 3rd. Then we see Joey Brewer, Wade Burris, Jeremy Atkins, Randy Wellman Jr., Brady Thompson, Jackie Whaley, Andrew Fleming, Aaron Copeland, Riley Christensen, and Ryan Carlisle there in position number 13. But out in front, it's Tyler Jackson as we get these drivers back out onto the racetrack here. Everything looking good, everything looking fresh here. As unfortunately, we had a little bit of a malfunction there, a little bit of too many buttons being clicked at the same time, I think, and the PC decided it wanted to just completely freeze up there, but we are back and we are good to go here. It's Tyler Jackson out in front. Jackson continuing to lead the way in that 822 machine. Woo! Let's get it. Another race with no qualifying for me. Blaze, my boy. That's not what we wanted to see, homie. That's not what we want to see, my boy. We want to see out there on the racetrack getting some good qualifying in so you can start closer to the front. It's going to make it a tough night for you, homie. That's going to make it a tough night. It's Tyler Jackson out in front. Chad Putterbow there in position number 2. The DS Marshall there in position number 3 with Joey Brewer there in position number 4. And then we see some great 3 wide battling back there for position number 5. I do believe top 3 will transfer through into the A main here. So the top 3 will work their way into the show. Everybody else will be going home early. These guys continue to battle 3 wide here. You see the 08 rider Brady Thompson working his way, trying to jump up there and make the pass here on Jeremy Atkins. Wade Burris right there as well. Randy Wellman there poking his nose into the fun. Here comes Jackie Whaley in the 720 ride. Whaley's going to work his way down on the bottom side. He's looking to try to make a couple more passes here on the racetrack. Out in front, Mr. Tyler Jackson continues to lead the way. Chad Putterbow there in position number 2. The DS Marshall there in that 3rd and final transfer spot. He's got Joey Brewer right there behind him. Brewer looking to get a good run here, trying to work his way up and around that 41 machine. It's only the top 3 cars will transfer through into the show. That's what it's all about, baby. It's okay. Feet indoors and coming to the front. You know it, Blaze. You know it, my boy. You know that's what's going to be up. You gots to. You gots to, homie. Woo! Oh, this is going to be good, chat. This is going to be good. Welcome back in as we get everything back up and running here. We get the overlay to start working here again. That'd be nice. Yo, Jeremy Vaughn, what is good, Jeremy? What is good, my boy? Tyler Jackson out in front, continuing to lead the way as we see that white flag fly. So one more time around here for Tyler Jackson in that Majula C Speed Shop number 822 ride as you see some battling back here for that 2nd spot as Chad Putterbow now has the 41 ride of the DS Marshall down to his inside. A little bit of contact. Here comes a big run out of Joey Brewer. They're going to try to go 3 wide here. Brewer thinks better of it as Tyler Jackson picks up heat race win number 1. That is Marshall there in 2nd. Chad Putterbow in that 3rd and final transfer spot. Joey Brewer, Jeremy Atkins, Jackie Whaley, Randy Wellman, Wade Burris, Andrew Fleming, Brady Thompson, Aaron Copeland, Riley Christensen, and Ryan Carlisle rounding out our field there in heat race number 1 as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 about to get underway as these drivers load into the sim down here on the front stretch. As these drivers getting loaded in, we gotta quickly just adjust some of our graphics settings here, chat. This is the wrong spot. We need to go to here. We need to make this a little bit brighter now that it's kind of getting towards nighttime here. Drop the contrast and gamma down just a little bit. Brightness down. Bring it up just a little bit more. There we go. Done, boom, boom. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. Little bit better as these drivers jump out onto the racetrack. We're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to rock and roll here. with another wicked night of racing action. Yo, Mr. Jeremy Vaughn, what is up, my dude? What is up, homie? Jeremy coming in showing that love. What is good, my boy? Yo, Kevin Odelski coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Kev? Lamar Jordan coming in smashing that like as well. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, baby. Oh! Yo, Dakota Elliott, my boy Dakota coming in, hitting that like on the stream. Jeremy Vaughn smashing that like as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button over there as well. Hit the like button on that stream. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to rock and roll here for heat race number 2. As these drivers get loaded into the sim, we're going to get ready to rock and roll here with our second heat race of the evening. Starting on the pole in this one, in the 10 ride, that is Talon Willis. Then we see Cody Myers, Dustin Benton, Brian Taft, Josh Loon, Tyler Crimmins, Reed Sanders, Dakota Elliott, Eric Eshton, and Sage Luther rounding out our top 10 drivers here as we are green flag racing here once again at Knoxville Raceway. Talon Willis out in front as Willis leads the way. Cody Myers there in position number 2 with Dustin Benton there to the inside as Benton in that precision auto body. Number 34 ride trying to jump up into position number 2. Is don't forget only the top 3 cars will transfer through into the show. Only 3 drivers will work their way into the A main here through these heat races as everyone try to work their way up closer and closer to the front. Brian Taft right there in 4th on the outside of a transfer spot looking in. Josh Loon right there as well as Tyler Crimmins and Reed Sanders battle back here side by side. You can throw the 12 ride of Eric Eshstand there into that one as well. Eric, I probably murdered your last name every single time I'm going to say it, homie, so hopefully I'm going to get somewhat right, but I'm probably so far off. Dakota Elliott there in that 21 ride as well. Dakota looking good back there in 9th. Sage Luther right there behind him. Dustin Benton now going for the lead as the 34 ride down low on the bottom side. Here comes Dustin Benton as Benton looking to take the lead away from Talon Willis as Willis up on the wheel here through the middle of the racetrack is that next level racing ride. Up on the high side, here comes Big D though, down on the bottom with another good run, and it looks like the 34 ride of Dustin Benton's gonna take this lead away. The 55 ride of Cody Myers is gonna try to jump up there and use that same line that he saw the 34 run. He's gonna try to use it to his advantage and maybe jump up into position number 2 as he's currently in that 3rd and final transfer spot. Brian Taft right there on the outside looking in still. Josh Loon right there in position number 5 as they're 3 wide back here for position number 6. As you can see these guys beating and banging and battling, trying to work their way towards the front here, but they got a lot of ground to make up and not a lot of laps left to get it done. As we're trying to get this overlay to work here again, let me see if we can try to figure something out here as Dustin Benton continues to lead the way. Might have to delete this and reinstall it again, which is always fun to try and do and fun to figure out here. So we're gonna try and figure this bad boy out. Hopefully we can get it. And of course this is gonna be difficult, man. Why does it gotta be difficult? It was working earlier, then everything froze. Okay, let's try it. We're gonna add it. We're just gonna redo it, chat. We're just gonna redo that. Sorry, chat, that's going to be in the way for a second. There we go. 20, 10, 80. We need. I'll be at this. That should work, but I don't know if it's going to. Very interesting, very interesting. Always got to be something with this thing. All right, as we see that white flag fly here one more time around for Dustin Benton, as Benton leads the way here. Cody Myers up through the middle here. He's going to try to make the move onto the outside as Talon Willits there in position number 2. They're going to drag race back to the start-finish line as Dustin Benton is going to pick up heat race win number 2.
Let's go.
Cody Myers is going to grab second with Talon Willits in that third and final transfer spot. So Willis is going to jump into position number 3 there, and he's going to work his way into the A main as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 about to get underway as these drivers loading into the sim here once again down here on pit lane. These drivers looking very, very sharp and looking to get ready to rock and roll here with our third heat race of the evening. So we're trying to get this damn overlay to work so we can at least have the overlay up and on here. Does not want to seem to cooperate here tonight. I don't know why it's not. Let me see here. Man, sometimes I swear technology just absolutely hates me, chat. Sometimes technology just absolutely does not like me. I don't know why. I don't know what for. But man, does it ever not want to, you know, be good for me. You know, it never wants to be good for me, and it drives me crazy. Drives me crazy. All right, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully we can get this going. Yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen, much love. Everyone coming in, showing that love, hitting that like button, hitting that share button, hitting that follow or subscribe button, man. Let's get it. Yo, Craig Michael Deacon coming in with that like. Austin Wormuth coming in with that like as well. Cody Ernest coming in with that share. Coy Chandler coming in with that like. Anthony Carf, Gary Clark coming in, smashing that like as well, coming in with the shares. Brian Taff with that heart reaction. What is good, Brian? Brian coming in, smashing that heart reaction as well. What is good, my boy? All right, heat race number 3 out onto the racetrack here. We're still trying to get this damn overlay to work. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this to work or not. I'm trying, chat. I'm trying so dang hard to get this thing to work, and it just does not want to cooperate with us. I don't know why it doesn't. Very odd. All right, Jamie Massey leading us down to the green flag here. Jim Revis, Jake Daniels, Dustin Price, Luke Daniels, Daniel Northcutt, Josh Reinerson, Daniel Northcutt, Blaze Rachels, Jacob Morgan, Max D. Jacobson, Matt Watford, and Chris Hill rounding out our field here for heat race number 3 as Jamie Massey out in front in that DWR 119 ride as Massey out in front leading the way. Jim Revis right there in position number 2. Jake Daniels there in that third and final transfer spot in that 90X8 ride. He's right there in position number 3. Dustin Price there in 4th. Luke Daniels in position number 5. Then you see that one ride of Blaze Rachels and Daniel Northcutt in the 77 machine battling side by side here, both trying to work their way up towards the front of the field. Unfortunate break for Blaze Rachels as he did not get to qualify for this one, so he had to start at the rear of the field here in heat race number 3, and he's paying for it as he's trying to work his way up towards the front of the field. He's got a lot of ground to still make up, but he can see that third and final transfer spot just barely there in front of him as he slides up over the nose of the 19 machine. He's going to move the 19 back a little bit deeper as you see that one ride up to the high side of the racetrack looking for some big runs down the straightaways. Jamie Massey out in front, continuing to lead the way here as Massey out in front. Jim Revis there in second. The 98X of Jake Daniels there in third. Dustin Price in fourth. And Blaze Rachels up into position number 5 now. Rachel's right up almost against that wall. Almost going upside down there as that Dig KR1 Get a Bumper Motorsports ride. Looking to try to work his way closer and closer to the front before this thing is done and over with. Man, these guys are putting on a heck of a show here once again for us tonight. See Rachel's right up against it, getting a couple tires up in the air there. A little bit of contact with the 2 ride of Dustin Price. That's going to kill some momentum. As now Daniel Northcutt's going to take a look down low on that 1 machine. See him really digging up there on that extreme high side, really throwing it into the corner, trying to get a good run here, trying to catch back up to that 2 ride, but that's really going to hurt him, and that's going to set him back just ever so slightly, and his chances of trying to jump up here and jump into the top 3 are going to get harder and harder as the laps continue to click off. Massey setting down some great laps here, starting to pull away more and more and more as the 19 machine leads the way. Dakota says, gotta find some speed, my boy. You gotta find some speed. I know, I feel you. I gotta find some speed in these things as well. These things are rough and tough, and man, you gotta really be on your, you gotta really be on the game here. Quite a bit to be good in these things as Jim Revis right there in second. Jake Daniels into third here as Blaze Rachel's now up into fourth, but here he comes looking for more as Blaze Rachel's down to the inside of the 98X ride. Rachel's is going to try to jump up here and take that third and final transfer spot away as Jamie Massey leads the way. The 1 ride, though, of Rachel's from 10th now up into position number 3 as he slides his way into a transfer spot. Massey out in front. Jim Revis there in second. Blaze Rachel's in that third and final transfer spot as we see that white flag fly. Jake Daniels in the 98 right on the outside looking in here. We'll have to see if he can try to get a run and try to get something to work his way back into that third and final transfer spot. Dustin Price, Daniel Northcutt, Luke Daniels back there in 5th, 6th, and 7th. But at a corner number 4, it's all the 119, the iRacing I-Flag DWR of Jamie Massey as Massey picks up heat race win number 3. Jim Revis right there in second, and Blaze Rachel's in that third and final transfer spot. Jake Daniels, Dustin Price, Daniel Northcutt, Luke Daniels, Jacob Morgan, and Josh Reinerson rounding out our field there in heat race number 3. As we're going to get ready here, we believe, for heat race number 4 on the racetrack. Oh, man, this is a good-sized field, ladies and gentlemen. Heat race number 4, another huge field of drivers here looking to get ready for another wicked night of racing action as these drivers get loaded into the sim. Lon Frank's going to be starting us here from that pole position. So Lon Frank's in position number 1. Seth Castle there in position number 2. Kelly Wheeler there in third with Cody Gagliano on his outside in position number 4. Justin Hopkins there in 5th with Austin Holder to his outside in the 51 ride. Kenny Taylor starting there in position number 7 with the 13 ride of Cody McCoy there in position number 8. And rounding out our field in the 10 position, going to be starting 9th if Kyle Ramsey doesn't load in. That is the 88 ride of Cody Ernest there in position number 10. As we're going to get ready to rock and roll here for heat race number 4 on the evening as these drivers start to roll out onto the racetrack. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, chat. Woo! All right, you know what I got to kind of do, chat? I got to kind of close that out. We might have to quickly minimize this bad boy. Restart this. And hopefully this will help work some magic here. And getting this overlay to actually work in full screen. Hopefully, one could hope. One could pray that this will help, but I don't know if it will or not. Doesn't look like it's going to. What the... Man, SDK, I swear to God, is such a hack of shit. World's worst overlay system, 100%. There we go. I think we got her now. Only after 500 different trials and tribulations and everything else, I think we finally got it, chat. Woo! All right. Let's get it, baby. Lon Frank, Seth Castles 1 and 2 here, gonna lead us down to the green flag in heat race number 4. You came here for a show, well here you go as Franks with a good start here in that 10 machine, getting a good jump over the 7 ride of Seth Castle and Cody Gagliano up the racetrack here. That's gonna leave the bottom side of the racetrack open for Kelly Wheeler. Wheeler in that Gears Unlimited number 11 ride up into position number 3. A little bit of contact there with the mellow yellow number 51 ride as Austin Holder trying to hold on to that ride. Justin Hopkins is going to jump up here to the outside of him, trying to look for a big run in the 44 ride as Kelly Wheeler in that third and final transfer spot now has Cody Gagliano to his outside. So Wheeler trying to hold on, trying to make sure that 20 ride can't get around him as Cody looking for another big run in that Papa Mike Promotions number 20R machine. Lon Franks, though, out in front is another one of these Papa Mike Promotions iRacing iFlag DWR rides, looking to have a great night as he's got Seth Castle in the 7 ride right there behind him in position number 2 on the racetrack. Is the Cocky Floyd number 7 ride as Seth Castle trying to work his way towards the front here and trying to take this lead away. Woo! Little bit of tight racing action all around this racetrack as Cody Gagliano and the 11 ride of Kelly Wheeler continue to battle side by side here for that third spot. You throw Justin Hopkins into that battle now as a good run down the backstretch for Cody Gagliano as Cody works his way into that third and final transfer spot on the racetrack. Cody Ernest back here battling with the 38 ride of Kenny Taylor and Cody McCoy back there as well as Cody works his way towards the front of the field here in that Premier Racing Setups number 88 ride. Nice pink, blue, and black machine as he works his way towards the front, making some passes after starting at the rear of the field. But we got a great battle here at the front as side by side again across the start finish line. Lon Frank still holding down the fort, staying out in front here with some big runs up there on that extreme high side. Frank's trying to hold down the fort here, but Seth Castle working the bottom side to absolute perfection, getting some great runs and sticking right there to the inside of the 10 ride. They're side by side again across the start finish line. These guys continue to duke it out, man. What a run and what a battle here between all these drivers around this racetrack as we get 4 more laps left to go. Seth Castle again looking for another good run here. All he's got to do is try to slide up and take that top spot away here. These two down across the start finish line. Looks like we got a new race leader as Seth Castle is going to jump up and take this lead away, working that bottom side. Slowly but surely being super patient, and he's going to work his way into the top spot as Lon Franks slides back to second, and right there for position number 3. A little bit of contact as the 20R ride now has the 44 machine sliding his way in front of him, so that moves Justin Hopkins up into position number 3. Cody is going to try to battle back strong here on the bottom side as Hopkins works his way up into that third and final transfer spot, but side by side still for position number 2. The 44 ride goes up the racetrack. That's going to open the door here for Cody Gagliano to clear him down across the start finish line as we're going to see that white flag fly. So one more time around here as Seth Castle looking to try to pick up heat race win number 4 on the evening. Lon Franks right there to his outside, down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. They're going to drag race back to the start-finish line. Lon looking for a big run up on the high side, and it's going to be the 10 ride of Lon Franks picking up heat race win number 4. Seth Castle and Cody Gagliano there in second and third in those top 3 transfer spots. But man, what a run between Castle and Lon Franks right there for heat race number 4. Couldn't ask for anything more as we're going to get ready here for our first consolation race of the night. Our first consolation race of the evening about to get underway as these drivers get loaded into the sim. Yo, John Fowler, Sean McKinney, Cody Olson coming in with the likes. Blaze Rachel's coming in with that like as well. Dustin Benton coming in with that share. Dakota Elliott coming in with that share. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, chat. Oh! Man, this is good. This is going to be good right here, right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching over on YouTube as well, make sure you guys hit that like button on the YouTube stream. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, as we can continue to try and build up to that 200 subscriber mark over there on YouTube Gaming. So make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that gosh heckin' subscribe button over there on the red site as we get ready to rock and roll here for our first B main of the evening. Yo, Hunter, what is good, Hunter? Hunter coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, my boy? All right, starting on the pole in this one. In that 4 ride, that is Joey Brewer. So Brewer starting in that pole position. He's got the 98 ride of Jake Daniels there to his outside. Starting in position number 3 in the 5 machine, that is Jeremy Atkins. And to his outside in the 2 machine, that is Dustin Price. Starting in position number 5 in the 720, that is Jackie Whaley. Then we see Daniel Northcutt, Randy Wellman Jr., Luke Daniels, Wade Burris, Jacob Morgan, Andrew Fleming, and Josh Reinerson there in position number 12. And then it looks like Brady Thompson, Max Jacobson, Ryan Carlisle, Chris Hill, Riley Christensen, and Matt Watford unfortunately not joining the field here. So 12 drivers are going to start our first consolation race of the evening. Looks like the top 6 cars from each race are going to transfer through into the A main. So the top 6 drivers here are going to work their way into the show. The last 6 are unfortunately going to be joining the field up in the grandstands here. They're going to be joining the fans in the stands as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Joey Brewer and Jake Daniels 1 and 2 here as we are green flag racing here for our first consolation race of the evening. Joey Brewer out in front, Jake Daniels there in second. A good run for Brewer off of corner number 2 here as he looked to try and clear the 98 ride. Just didn't quite have him cleared there to move up to the high side here as he's going to stick it right down through that slick stuff. Is a great battle here for position number 2 starting to brew as here comes Dustin Price. Price there into that 3rd position as he clears the 5 ride of Jeremy Akins. As Akins there in position number 4. Jackie Whaley there in 5th, and Randy Wellman battling side by side with the 77 ride of Daniel Northcutt, as this is for that 6th and final transfer spot right now. The 77 ride has that position, but the 8 ride down on the inside trying to make that pass. See the 98 ride of Wade Burris right there as well. Luke Daniels trying to throw his name into the ring here for that final transfer spot into the A main. So you can throw a blanket over these drivers still as they're all still right there within a couple seconds of each other. Out in front, Joey Brewer continuing to try to hold off some hard-charging race cars as Jackie Whaley's worked his way now up into position number 4, and he's looking for more as that 720 machine right there trying to jump up and underneath of the 98X ride. See Joey Brewer's worked his way up to the high side here. A little bit of contact there as side by side down across the line as the 2 ride of Dustin Price going to look for the lead here out of corner number 2. They're going to go side by side here, a drag race down into corner number 3. Joey Brewer and Dustin Price battling here at the front of the field. The 98 ride up there on the high side as well, and Jackie Whaley going to almost look to take it 3 wide here as he was trying to look down and underneath of the 2 ride of Price. Jeremy Atkins there in 5th. Daniel Northcutt right there as well. Some contact. The 98 ride almost goes around. That's going to open up the door here for the 8 ride of Randy Wellman to show his nose here into the top 5 as the 98 ride of Jake Daniels going 3 wide here, getting shoved back just a little bit as they're going to beat and bang it 3 wide down across the start-finish line for position number 4. The 8 ride gets really loose down there in corner number 1 as he almost goes around. Now some contact up into the outside wall goes the 98X of Jake Daniels up into the wall again. Some heavy front end damage, and that's going to do it for the 98 ride here in this one as he's parked there on the racetrack in a tough break there for Jake Daniels. He gets up into the outside wall after some heavy contact between him and Daniel Northcutt. That's going to move Northcutt into position number 5. Randy Wellman there in 6, but Wellman's got Wade Burris and Luke Daniels right there behind him as Burris trying to look for something down low here, trying to find a way to get around that Snap-on Tools number 8 machine. These laps continue to click off here. Lots of battling, lots of beating and banging around the racetrack here as Joey Brewer continues to lead the way side by side here. As those guys were battling back there, we still got a great battle here at the front of the field as Joey Brewer with the high side momentum. Going to stay about half a car length still out in front over Dustin Price as Price continues to try to run that bottom side to work his way around that Ford machine of Joey Brewer. Jackie Whaley right there with his nose into this battle, as well as Jeremy Atkins right there in the 5 machine. Then we see a little bit of a gap between Jeremy and Daniel Northcutt back there in position number 5 as Randy Wellman there in 6. That final transfer spot into the A main as Wade Burris and Luke Daniels try to close in on that 8 machine for that 6th and final transfer spot, as they're going to go side by side here as the 98 ride and the 8 ride going to try to duke it out here for the 6th and final transfer into the show. More battling deeper in the field here as 98 right back on the racetrack. The 96 almost going around as we do see that white flag fly. So one more time around here for Joey Brewer as Brewer with one more time down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. We're going to see him run down to the start-finish line as the 4 right of Joey Brewer is going to pick up the checkered flag here in our first consolation race of the evening. Jackie Whaley there in 2nd, Dustin Price in 3rd, Jeremy Atkins, Daniel Northcutt, and Randy Wellman Jr. in that 6th and final transfer spot into the show. Unfortunately, everybody else is going to be going home early as we're going to get ready here for our 2nd B main of the evening, and this is going to get crazy right here, ladies and gentlemen. There's some fast cats in this one, man. There is some fast cats here for this 2nd B main race of the night. They start to load into the sim here, starting on the pole in this one in the 83 ride. That is Brian Taft. To his outside in the 44, that is Justin Hopkins. Starting inside of row number 2 in the 05 ride, that is Josh Loon. And to his outside in the 11 ride, that is Kelly Wheeler. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 21 machine, that is Reed Sanders. Into his outside in the 88, that is Cody Ernest. Starting in position number 7 in the 21 machine, that is Dakota Elliott. Into his outside, starting in position number 8 in that 13 machine, that is Cody McCoy. Starting in position number 10, we see the 38 ride of Kenny Taylor in the 12 ride of Eric Eschtind there in position number 10. We see Sage Luther out there as well in that 26 ride as we got 11 drivers going to battle here for consolation race number 2. Doesn't look like Austin Holder, Tyler Crimmins, Kyle Ramsey, Seth Gibbs, Blade Myers, Ray Sand Jr., Eric Copeland, or Ty King are going to make it out to start this one. So an unfortunate break for those drivers as we're going to have 11 cars duke it out for 6 transfer spots into the A main here once again. So the top 6 are going to work their way into the show. The rest of them are going to join the fans in the stands here as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here. Pace truck going to make that hard left-hand turn down pit side, and we're going to go back to green flag racing as a great start here for the 83 ride of Brian Taft as he caught the 44 ride of Justin Hopkins sleeping just ever so slightly. The 05 ride of Josh Loon up to position number 2 here as he was able to work his way around that 44 machine as Justin Hopkins tries to battle back strong here on the bottom side as we see these guys digging and battling back there for that 6th and final transfer spot. Kelly Wheeler right in the middle, Dakota Elliott down low, the 88 ride of Cody Ernest up on the high side. Here comes Sage Luther and Eric Eshton. Is Eshton right there in position number 9. Cody McCoy there in 10th, but out in front, it's all Brian Taft. As Taft leads the way here, you see the 44 ride in the 05 battling here for position number 2. The 44 ride just barely able to stay out of the wall there as the 44 kind of got into the 05 ride. Reed Sanders strong there in position number 4. Cody Ernest up into position number 5. And Dakota Elliott into that 6th and final transfer spot as Elliott is on the hot seat here. He's got a lot of hungry drivers right there knocking on his doorstep as he's trying to hold off a hard-charging number 26 ride of Sage Luther. Kelly Wheeler, unfortunately, sliding back ever so slightly as Wheeler back into position number 8 now has Eric Eshland there to his outside as the 12 ride looking to try to jump up into position number 8. And the 11 ride continuing to slide back. Some contact here. Around goes the 88 ride. Cody Ernest getting collected, going around the 26 of Sage Luther in there as well. And I do believe we are going to see our first caution flag of the evening here. So our first caution flag coming out.
Let's go!
As Cody Ernest getting some contact there in that 88 ride. Almost going for a ride here. As you can see, it looks like maybe the 21 ride of Dakota Elliott getting into him a little bit right there. Then the 26 gets in Dakota, and then they kind of just all stack up there. 13 ride just barely avoiding that. The 38 getting a good piece. Luther getting a solid chunk of that and getting parked there in corner number 2 as well. So a tough break there for Cody Ernest as he was in a transfer spot. Now on the outside looking in. So we're going to get these drivers stacked back up and ready to go back to green flag racing. Brian Taft out in front. Justin Hopkins in position number 2. Josh Loon there in 3rd. Reed Sanders in 4th. Kelly Wheeler now up into 5th. And you believe it is the 13 ride of Cody McCoy there in 6th. Eric Eshland there in 7th. Kenny Taylor, Sage Luther, Cody Ernest, and Dakota Elliott rounding out our field here. So 11 drivers still on the racetrack. And only 6 transfer spots into the A main. So only 6 cars are going to work their way into the show here in our second B main of the evening. As Brian Taft looking to try to run away with this one, as on this restart, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite drivers as we're going to get a little bit of a crank it up here on this restart. Brian Taft out in front here. Justin Hopkins in position number 2. Reed Sanders, Josh Loon, Cody McCoy, Kelly Wheeler, Kenny Taylor, Eric Eshton, Cody Ernest, Sage Luther, and Dakota Elliott round out our field here for our second B main of the evening as we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose. Ladies and gentlemen, crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to crank it up. comes to a close there. Driver's doing a great job as we're going to take a look back and see how the main number 2 worked out here. All right, as you guys can see, the top 6 transfer through here. That means Brian Taft, Josh Loon, Justin Hopkins, Reed Sanders, Eric Ashton, and Kelly Wheeler all transferring through into the A main here. Unfortunate break for Cody McCoy, Sage Luther, Dakota Elliott, Kenny Taylor, and Cody Ernest, as they all unfortunately do not make it into the A main here. They're going to have to work their way into the show here, hopefully through reputation and hopefully, you know, being nice to the admins here, as unfortunately they are not going to make it into the A main, but hopefully we'll see them here in more and more races throughout the series, as those guys put on a great show for us back there trying to work their way into the A main. As these drivers out on the racetrack, they're going to quickly just run some quick laps here. These guys are out here on the racetrack getting some quick practice in, as these guys, some of them haven't seen the racetrack in quite a while. You see Jamie Massey out there. It's been a little while since Jamie Massey's been out onto the racetrack. Same with, you know, you look at Talon, Willis, Jim Revis, all these drivers. It's been quite a while since they've been out onto the racetrack. Chad Putterbow out there as well in the 20P ride. Some of these guys haven't seen the, you know, they haven't seen any racing action in quite a while since our first since our first team race. It's been quite a little while here, at least probably about 30 minutes or better. This racetrack has changed quite a bit, so it's nice just to see them out onto the racetrack, getting some laps in here, making sure that their rides are set up right, making sure that they have the right setups in, making sure that they got all their rides ready to rock and roll here for the start of this A main feature event. You guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button if you're just tuning in. And if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we get ready to rock and roll here for our A main feature event. Our A main about to get underway, as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here. Yo, Mr. Alex Dean. Alex coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Alex? Alex coming in, showing that love. Wayne Pierce coming in with that like as well. What is good, Wayne? Yo, V2RTV coming in with that like as well. Let's go, baby. Yo, Vicky Scholler coming in with that like. What is good, Vicky? Vicky coming in, showing that love. Let's roll, baby. Let's roll, Vicky. Let's go, chat. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Missed it by 1 on my first time. Not too bad. Cody, my boy, 100%, dude. 100%, man. A great run and a great drive there for yourself, man. That was a good, valiant effort, homie. That was a great, valiant effort. Hopefully we'll see you in the series. Hopefully we'll see you out here on the racetrack every week. And, I mean, you're just going to get better and better running with some of the best drivers in the business here. So we look forward to seeing you out here more and more, Cody. 100%, my boy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready here for the start of our feature event, our A main feature event about to get underway, as these drivers rolling out onto the racetrack, starting in that top spot in the pole position in the 822 machine. That is Tyler Jackson. To his outside in the 34 ride, that is Dustin Benton, starting in position number 3 in that DWR iRacing iFlag Evil One Graphics Papa Mike Promotions number 119. That is Jamie Massey. To his outside, his teammate in the 10 ride, that is Lon Franks. Starting in position number 5 in the 41 ride, that is Thaddeus Marshall. Into his outside is the Team No Love KC Speedworks NH Lens number 55, that is Cody Myers. Starting in 7th in the 57 ride is Jim Revis. Into his outside in the 7 ride, that is Seth Castle. Then we see Chad Butterbow, Talon Willis. There in position number 9 and 10 plays Rachel, starting in 11th. Cody Gagliano there in 12th. Brian Taft, Joey Brewer, Josh Loon, Jackie Whaley, Justin Hopkins, Dustin Price, Reed Sanders, Jeremy Atkins, Eric Ashton, Daniel Northcutt, Wade Burris, and Kelly Wheeler rounding out our field, as we are going to end the anticipation with our feature presentation, as we are green flag racing here from Knoxville Raceway. Some contact deeper in the field. The 20R ride of Cody Gagliano almost going around. There we go. We see one driver, Dustin Price, all the way around there, and the caution flag is going to fly. The caution flag coming out fairly quickly in this one, as it didn't take long for these drivers to beat and bang and battle around the racetrack. We saw some contact deep in this one. A few cars, unfortunately, getting bounced around. Cody Gagliano, one of them. We still got the fireworks going off, as we already saw the fireworks on the racetrack here. As we'll see a couple of these drivers take some good licks right here. The two ride, that red and black ride down low here. You see Cody Gagliano turned around, unfortunately, just kind of gets knocked into his right rear quarter panel, spins him back up the racetrack right in front of the field. The 98 ride, I do believe Wade Burris just barely avoiding that one. I don't know how Burris missed that, as we'll jump right on board here with that 98 machine. You'll see a couple of these guys get turned around right there, and then the two ride right there in front of him. Oh, he gets a good piece of the wall, almost going upside down there, and he did make some pretty heavy contact with the front end of the two ride of Dustin Price, so that's a tough break. We're going to line these drivers back up. We're going to get ready to set them back loose here. Looks like we're going to do a complete restart on the field. We're going to get all these drivers lined back up and ready to go back to battle. It's Tyler Jackson out in front. Dustin Benton there in second. Jamie Massey, Lon Franks, the DS Marshall, Cody Myers, Jim Revis, Seth Castle, Chad Putterbow, and Talon Willis round out our top 10 in this one. Yo, Hafton Gaming coming in smashing that like. Hafton coming in showing that love. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Oh, this is going to be good. And these guys put on a wicked show for us every single night of the week in these dirt street stocks, man. These guys always putting on a show, always making these races very, very fun. Had to come follow on my gaming page. Still not half bad for my first time. Absolutely, my boy. Absolutely, homie. Let's go, my boy. Let's go. 100% coming and showing that love over on the gaming page. Let's get it, my boy. Let's get it, homie. All right. We got these drivers stacked back up. We're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here. Woo! These guys have been putting on a show for us, chat. These guys have been putting on a show for us all night long, and it's going to come right down to the wire here as we're going to get these drivers ready to go back to green flag racing. Woo, this is going to be good. Yo, Brock Champ, what is good, Brock? Brock coming in, smashing that like and the share on the stream. What is good, Brock? How you doing, my boy? How you doing, homie? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready for that pace truck to make that hard left-hand turn back down pit side, and that is going to set these drivers back loose, but it looks like we're going to get one more pace lap here. So one more pace lap out on the racetrack. So we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose in just a couple more seconds. A little bit of blinking there out of the 822 ride of Tyler Jackson. Dustin Benton, Jamie Massey, Lon Franks up there in the top four. You see that 41 ride of the DS Marshall. Marshall is one of those drivers that we're so used to seeing in these, you know, late models. We haven't really seen Thaddeus in really any of these dirt street stock races. So nice to see some of the late model guys jumping in here, getting some action in on these dirt street stock cars. That's what we like to see as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Tyler Jackson's going to get that green flag back out in the air, and we're back to green flag racing here at Knoxville Raceway. Dustin Benton all the way up the racetrack, looking for a great run here down the backstretch as Jamie Massey down low here. He's going to try to slide down and take that second spot away from the 34 ride. Lon Franks all the way up the hill here, as well as they're right up against that outside wall. You see a couple drivers still sliding back here. A few drivers beating and banging and battling here. See Joey Brewer. Oh, no, Brewer, hang on to it. Brewer's going to go around. Daniel Northcutt getting collected, and the caution flag is going to come back out. Caution flag coming back out here. A lot of drivers getting some heavy licks in on that one. Looks like Blaze Rachel's had some issues as well as the one ride. I don't know what happened here. We're going to have to actually play it back here. It looks like the one ride. Did he restart at the rear of the field here? What happened to Blaze Rachel's after this restart? He must have started way back here. All right, interesting. Interesting. Normally we don't see Blaze way back here, but there's 3, almost 4 wide at the rear of the field here. Blaze is going to get some contact here with the 98 ride, go up into that outside wall. So a tough break there for Rachel's as they get a bumper ride, goes around, and some heavy damage there to his ride. Then we saw Joey Brewer in the 4 machine also get some contact here as he sends it into the corner, gets up a little too high there. Jackie Whaley gets into him in the 720 ride and then kind of just gets pinballed around the rest of the field there. Jackie Whaley gets into him. Joey Brewer goes around. Some heavy licks there for Daniel Northcutt and a few other drivers. So we're back under our second caution flag of the evening. We're going to get these drivers stacked back up and ready to go back to green flag racing here as Tyler Jackson continues to lead the way. That 119 ride of Jamie Massey now going to be in position number 2. Dustin Benton, Cody Myers, Lon Franks, Thaddeus Marshall, Seth Castle, Jim Revis, Talon Willis, and Chad Putterbow rounding out our top 10 here. So we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose and ready to go back to green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow or subscribe button as we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose here at Knoxville Raceway. Tyler Jackson out in front, Jamie Massey there in position number 2. The pace truck going to make that hard left-hand turn, and we're going to get ready to set these drivers back loose here. Hard left-hand turn out of that iRacing official pace truck as we are back to green flag racing, and the restart that Tyler Jackson needed is right there as Jackson gets a great restart over the 119 of Jamie Massey. Massey all the way up the racetrack here as it looks like the bottom side right now is that dominant line. The high side, you can get some good big runs there, but man, that bottom side is looking very, very racy. Tyler Jackson continues to lead the way with Dustin Benton right there in position number 2. Lon Franks up in the 3rd, and now you see Jamie Massey down to the bottom side to the 119. There slides into position number 4. He's got Cody Myers right there in 5th. Seth Castle now up into position number 6, and here comes Talon Willis as Willis up into position number 7. It's Thaddeus Marshall sliding back ever so slightly. Marshall just can't quite get to the extreme bottom side of the racetrack as now Cody Gagliano is going to find a hole there, and he's going to try to shove his nose down to the inside here, the 41 ride, to take over position number 8. Jim Revis trying to hold on to that 10th position on the racetrack as he's got Brian Tapp to his inside and Chad Putterbow to his right there on his back bumper. And we see Justin Hopkins, Josh Loon side by side here for 12th and 13th. Dustin Price there as well. Jeremy Aikens there in position number 16. Blaze Rachel's trying to work his way back up towards the front. Here's the 1 ride back there in 17th. Trying to work his way back throughout the field. Daniel Northcutt, Eric Eschstand there in position number 19. Wade Burritz rounding out our top 20 as you see the 1 ride hard into that outside wall with Jackie Whaley there in 21st. Reed Sanders right there in 22nd. Joey Brewer and Kelly Wheeler rounding out our field here. As you see the 44 ride going slow down the backstretch here. I'm not sure what happened to the 44, but Justin Hopkins now at the rear of the field here. No caution flag after whatever happened to him, but out in front, it's Tyler Jackson as Jackson leads the way here. That 822 ride looking very, very stout here in this one as he's out in front and showing these drivers how to get it done. Dustin Benton there in 2nd. Lon Franks in 3rd. Jamie Massey in 4th. And Cody Myers rounding out our top 5. As ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming. Crank it up, so crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver as we're going to crank it up. drivers continue to beat and bang around this racetrack. Out in front, it's still that 822 ride of Tyler Jackson, as Jackson continues to lead the way here out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done. Is that Casey Speedworks, www.shopfergie22.com, Majulisi Speed Shop. Number 822 ride leads the way here by about 1 second over Dustin Benton, as Benton there in position number 2. Jamie Massey's been all over his back bumper, trying to find a way to get around that 34 ride. Man, you really want to be stuck right down on the bottom side of the racetrack. That bottom side is still that fastest way around the racetrack. See a couple drivers trying to work the outside here again, trying to see if there's anything out there. The 10 ride of Talon Willis, one of those first cars, trying the high side here once again, looking for some big runs, looking for that extra little bit of traction, looking for that extra little bit that he needs to get around this racetrack. Cody Gagliano right there in 7th, trying to work his way around that 10 ride, couldn't quite get it done there, so about even between that bottom side to high side, but everyone's just staying like glue down there on the bottom. See the 41 right of the DS Marshall now trying the high side, but here comes Seth Castle in the 7 ride. Castle's trying to work his way towards the front. Jim Revis there in 10th. Brian Taft in the 1 ride of Blaze Rachel's battle there for 11th and 12th. Rachel's unfortunately having to work his way back up from the rear of the field after being collected in that first wreck on the evening. The first caution flag coming out for that 1 ride. He's already worked his way past half the field here. He's trying to work his way inside the top 10 slowly but surely as he tries to work his way around that 83 of Brian Taft. Chad Putterboat right there in 13th with Dustin Price in 14th. Eric Eshton there in 50th. Jeremy Atkins, Jackie Whaley, Daniel Northcutt, Wade Burris, and Josh Loon rounding out our top 20. Reed Sanders there in 21st. Kelly Wheeler there in 22nd. Joey Brewer and Justin Hopkins rounding out our field here as all 24 drivers still out onto the racetrack. All 24 cars still on the lead lap here as Tyler Jackson out in front, but we got a new driver in second as here comes Jamie Massey, as Massey now works his way to the inside here as the 119 ride up into position number 2 as the 34 ride of Dustin Benton's going to get slid up into the middle. Here comes Talon Willis as well as they're going to go 3 wide for position number 3. Talon Willis with a heck of a run up there on that extreme high side. He's going to cut down the racetrack here and try to work to the inside now of that 34 ride. Cody Myers is going to slide back to 6 here as that next level racing ride of Talon Willis finding some extra speed out there on the racetrack, really getting some good runs there out of that 10M ride. Tyler Jackson continues to lead the way. Jamie Massey now in second with Lon Franks right there in third. Franks has a hard-charging Dustin Benton back to his outside as Benton gets a great run there down the backstretch. Benton's starting to try to change things up here, looking for some different ways to work his way around this racetrack, and it's paying off for him as he's going to work his way back around the 10 ride of Lon Franks and take that third spot back away. See the 10 ride of Talon Willis getting a couple big bumps there. Some of those bumps up on that high side of the racetrack really starting to come into effect, really affecting those cars if they're trying to run the extreme high side, as the 10 ride of Willis is going to work his way under the 10 ride of Lon Franks. So the battle of the 10s there in 4th and 5th as Dustin Benton solidly into 3rd here, kind of entering way high on the racetrack, cuts it down the racetrack and gets a big run down these straightaways. And he's going to try to catch that 19 ride of Jamie Massey, but as Massey continues to try to hunt down our leader, Tyler Jackson. Jackson just out here on a nice little Sunday drive as that 822 ride is absolutely gone. Come on, Blaze Rachel's win it, baby. Brody cheering on that 1 ride of Rachel's. Rachel's unfortunately still fairly deep in the field here. He's got a lot of ground to make up, but he has worked his way around the 83 of Brian Taft. Worked his way into 11th, and you can see that 10th place driver of Jim Revis right there in front of him. 41 ride of Matthias Marshall there in position number 8 as the 41 ride trying to work the outside as well. You see Cody Gagliano still down low, but you see more and more of these drivers starting to work that high side here. Even Big P, Dustin Benton's going to be up there blocking that high side away from Talon Willis as Willis continues to roll that extreme high side here. You see Cody Myers and that 20R ride of Cody Gagliano going to continue to work the bottom side here. Those two loop right down to the bottom of this racetrack. Tyler Jackson, another one of those drivers stuck right down there on the bottom side. He hasn't really had to move around the racetrack very much, but Jamie Massey, slowly but surely, that 119 ride is closing the distance here, slowly but surely catching up to that 822 ride of Tyler Jackson. So Jackson may have to start searching around the racetrack, trying to find something different to try to keep this 119 ride at bay. But Massey's still going to try to find a way to get around him as they battle hard here for position number 3. As Talon Willis going to take a look down low now on Dustin Benton. Benton up high. He's going to cross him back over here as the 10M slides up the racetrack side by side down the backstretch. A good run there for the 34 ride of Dustin Benton, holding on to position number 3 on the racetrack. Talon Willis still moving around, sliding that 10 ride up on the high side, bottom side, doesn't matter where he is, seems like he can really hold that car right in position. But now the distance between our first and second place drivers is closing up here. Jamie Massey reeling in Tyler Jackson. Jackson's been out on a nice Sunday cruise here all night long, keeping every one of these drivers at bay for a while. Looked like he was just going to run away with it. But now Jamie Massey up into second, slowly but surely clinking away, getting closer and closer to that 822 ride, and it looks like we may have a great race here at the front of the field by the end of this one. Talon Willis now out and past the 34 ride of Dustin Benton, so move Benton back into 4th here as Talon Willis able to work his way up into that 3rd position on the racetrack. Benton there in 4th, and Lon Franks there in 5th. Then we see Matthias Marshall there in 6th, Cody Myers in 7th, Cody Gagliano there in 8th, Zep Castle there to the outside of Cody Gagliano, and here comes Blaze Rachel's. Rachel's able to work his way up to the outside now of the 57 right of Jim Revis, so Rachel's trying to work his way inside the top 10 here. Yeah, heck of a comeback if the 1 ride can work his way inside the top 10 after having to restart quite a while ago, back in about position number 24. He was at the rear of the field after being a part of that first caution flag of the evening, making a heck of a run and a heck of a drive back through the field here, up inside the top 10 now as he works his way around Jim Revis. He's right up there on that high side of the racetrack as well. You see Dustin Benton get up into the outside wall. Matthias Marshall's going to be right there to try to jump over his back bumper here. Lon Frank stuck down low here as Cody Myers now up to the high side of the racetrack. Cody Gagliano is going to stay down low on the bottom side here. Rachel's trying to find a way around him and Seth Castle as he's right there in the mix here again as that 1 ride showing a lot of speed as these drivers all over beating down that outside wall. But out in front, it's still the 822 of Tyler Jackson and Jamie Massey as Jackson and Massey continue to pull away from the rest of the field. Talon Willis there in 3rd as he started to pull away from the rest of these guys as it's an absolute dogfight back here for position number 4 on the racetrack. Dustin Benton holding down the fort. Position number 4, Lon Franks right there in 5th. But they've got a lot of hungry drivers all over their back bumper. They battle side by side here throughout the rear of the field here. These guys continuing to do some great jobs here, some great running, some great racing all around this racetrack. Josh Loon and Wade Burris right there. Daniel Northcutt right there behind them with Reed Sanders back there as well. Justin Hopkins working his way now up into 22nd. Unfortunately, after going around during this good green flag run, no caution flag for the 44 ride. He's really had to battle tough and battle back here to stay on the lead lap as every one of these 24 drivers still out here on the racetrack. Every one of them still battling here throughout the field. Jackie Whaley right there behind Jeremy Atkins trying to jump up inside the top 16 as Whaley there in 17th. But man, oh man, the battle at the front of the field is heating up, baby. The battle here at the front is just starting to heat up. The 822 ride of Tyler Jackson now has that 119 all over his back bumper as Jamie Massey looking to try and take the lead away, looking to maybe give a little bit of a bump to open up that bottom side of the racetrack as the 822 in the 119 ride battle here at the front of the field with 7 more laps left to go here. 7 more laps in the 119 ride is there. He is in to that rear view mirror, and T-Jack has got to know that that TWR iRacing iFlag Papa Mike Promotions number 119 ride is right there on his back bumper. Talon Willis in that next level racing ride there in position number 3 as he continues to try to stick with that 822 in the 119 ride in the top 3 as the top 3 have really broken away from the rest of the field as these guys back here continue to mix it up and battle around this racetrack. As he plays Rachel's right there in the middle of that one. Lon Franks, Cody Gagliano, Seth Katzel, Dustin Benton right there trying to lead these guys away here. The DS Marshall there in position number 5 in that 41 ride, having a great run as well as he's going to slide up the racetrack here. Benton's going to cross down here over the 10 ride of Lon Franks. They're going to continue to battle side by side throughout this one. Plays Rachel's there in 9th. He's still got Cody Myers and Jim Revis all over his back bumper here as these guys continue to duke it out all over this racetrack pit. Some great racing, but it doesn't get any better than at the front of the field as there goes the move. The 119 right of Jamie Massey is able to take the lead away from Tyler Jackson. So we got a new race leader here with 4 more laps left to go as Jamie Massey jumps up and takes this lead away from Tyler Jackson. Jackson sticking right there, glued to his back bumper. He's going to try to find a way to get back around this 119 machine as Massey's going to try to hold him off. As man, oh man, a great battle at the front of the field. And we're going to get a late race caution flag. The caution flag coming out here with 3 more laps left to go. And oh man, the DS Marshall having such a great run up inside the top 5 here. It's the 41 ride, unfortunately, gonna go around and bring out our 3rd caution flag. I think it's our 3rd or 2nd caution flag of the evening after having about a 45 lap green flag run. We get our next caution flag as, the 41 ride just slides up the racetrack into that left front tire of Dustin Benton. Benton not going to let out of the throttle. As soon as you let out of the throttle, that's going to kill all the 34 rides momentum. They're both going to lose 4 or 5 positions there, so Benton stays right into it. Unfortunately, they kind of stay glued together. Right there's just enough that the 41 ride of the DS Marshall is going to get spun around, pointed in the wrong direction. The caution flag is going to fly after having such a great, solid run here all night long. Just unfortunately comes down to that one simple mistake throwing it in there just a little bit too far. 34 ride not going to back down from the slider out of the 41, and a little bit of contact's enough to lift the rear tires of Marshall up in the air, brake traction there, and the 41 ride was just hanging on after that point. Unfortunately, goes around. So a tough break, and that's definitely not what Jamie Massey, Tyler Jackson, or Talon Willis wanted to see. Willis may have wanted to see that, as now he's going to have a shot to be right up here with the top 2 as he was on about the identical lap times, maybe even a little bit faster than Massey and the 822 ride of Tyler Jackson is. Those 2 are absolutely gone. Talon was able to close the gap on them ever so slightly, but they were all pulling away from that 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th position battle on the racetrack. As these guys were really duking it out, man. That's exactly what Blaze Rachel wanted to see. Dustin Benton loves to see it. So doesn't Cody Gagliano, as that's going to give all these drivers a shot to try to jump up inside the top 3 as we're going to go back to green flag racing here. The green flag back out in the air with 2 more laps left to go. 2 more laps here on the racetrack is a great restart for Jamie Massey. Tyler Jackson tried to hang there with him, but Massey with a good restart is able to clear about 2-3 car lengths over the 822 ride. Talon Willis up on the extreme high side, up into the outside wall pretty heavily. Here's going to come the 34 ride of Dustin Benton, as Benton's going to look down low as we're going to see that white flag fly. So one more time around here in this one. Jamie Massey leads them down the backstretch. Tyler Jackson, Talon Willis, Dustin Benton, Cody Gagliano in tow as Jamie Massey down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. No one's going to get there as Jamie Massey comes up through the field and picks up the checkered flag here in this one. Jamie Massey picking up recruitment race win number 2 here for the Dirt Clash Super Street Series, as Massey's able to park this 119 ride back down in victory lane. Tyler Jackson, after leading about 45 laps here in this one, coming home one spot short as he ends up in position number 2. And Dustin Benton, man that makes all this happen, the guy who puts the show on, is that 34 ride of Benton coming home in position number 3 in that big D machine. See Jim Revis coming up here cheering on one of his drivers in that DWR number 119 ride. Talon Willis coming home there in 4th, and Lon Franks coming home in position number 5. Cody Gagliano, Blaze Rachels, Seth Castles, Jim Revis, and Brian Taft rounding out our field here. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see those checkered flags up in the chat. Let's see some congratulations up in the chat here for this 119 ride of Jamie Massey, as Massey is able to pick up the checkered flag here tonight in this one. Man, what a run and what a race there for that 119 machine. As we're going to get ready to jump up into the Discord here, we are going to pull our race winner up into the Discord, as we can see Jamie Massey already up there. So we're going to pull our race winner here, Mr. Jamie Massey, up into the Discord here for his post-race interview. Ladies and gentlemen, cheer this 119 ride on and let them know that you enjoyed the show that they just put on for us. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow or subscribe button, and make sure you cheer on this 119. Give it up here for Mr. Jamie Massey. Hey, Jamie, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth to get a copy.
What's up?
Not much. Jamie, my boy, you're back on the sim, and you're back down here in Victory Lane. My boy, it didn't take you very long to find that checkered flag here once again, man. After a great run here tonight, you're able to finally work your way back into that second position. You're able to close that gap on Tyler Jackson, make your move, and take that lead away. And from that point on, man, you never looked back, even with that late race caution flag. An absolutely perfect restart, and you're able to drive home to yet again another checkered flag in your historic dirt street stock career here on iRacing. And you know, I'm sure all these drivers in the field are a little bit envious of another great run out of that 119 ride.
Yeah, man, I ain't come here to fuck around. I ain't been on in a long time, man, and I wanted to get on here. I've been looking for that Hackney guy. That's why I came back, but he wasn't here tonight, so Tyler Jackson had to be the guy I was chasing. And man, I didn't think I was gonna run him down. I was trying to hit my marks, and he kept missing 1 and 2 a little bit there, and I kept catching him. And then I just knew that he's the type of guy, man, you can't just pass. So if he ever made a mistake and I got under him, I knew he wasn't gonna crowd me to the bottom or do none of that crap. He's a hell of a wheel man, and he left the door open just enough for me to stick my nose in there, and I stole it away from him.
Absolutely, man, and a heck of a drive and a heck of a race. Jamie, man, take us back through this track, as it seemed like the high side there for a little while was really working good, and that bottom side fairly quickly in this race was the dominant line. We saw everyone trying to stay as glued as possible to that inside berm, and then, you know, lap by lap by lap, everyone just kind of stayed down there, and then we kind of mixed it up a little bit throughout the middle. We saw some guys starting to really run that extreme high side again. We saw a lot of guys beating down the wall, a lot of guys, you know, hitting some of those big bumps that build up there on the high side of the racetrack, but it seemed like you and Tyler Jackson were about the only two throughout majority of this race to stay glued right there to the bottom side here.
Yeah, I got the second pretty early, and went to the top and fell back to, I think, 5th, and I just knew that, you know, we ain't all gonna stay down there on the bottom, and people were gonna move around, and I knew that I knew that I was fast enough to be locked down around the bottom and be good, but you got to go where they ain't, man. And I fought with Dustin there for the longest time, and I don't know if his car was loose up off the corner, but every time I would get under him, it was like he would get sideways, and then we would get together. So I was tempted to go around him, a lane above him, but I didn't know, man. I haven't been racing with these guys in a while, so I didn't know what I needed to do. I just stuck it in there. He was blinking a little bit, and when somebody's blinking, you just got to go. You can't just. So he was blinking, and I stuck my nose in there. If I got into him, I hate it. I wasn't trying to, but Tyler Jackson was steady pulling away from us, and I was gonna go get him if I could.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, man, what a run and what a drive here tonight for that 119. Jamie, who would you like to congratulate for such a strong performance here tonight in this one?
I just gotta congratulate everybody over at DWR. I haven't been on in months, and I feel like a shitty teammate. I kind of left my guys hanging, and I went to take care of my family situation and work on my real race car and do things in real life. And left them guys hanging. I feel bad. They're a great group of guys, and I miss them guys. It was good to be back with them.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats on yet again another checkered flag, man. Another great run and another great drive here for you here tonight. Hopefully we'll see you here, more and more throughout not only this league. Hopefully we'll see you in some of those other leagues again, coming back to the sim and, seeing you out there, competing for checkered flags almost on a nightly basis, as we got some pretty cool series and a lot of, a lot of tough competition out there. And it's always nice to throw another good name into the mix and another fast car out there just to make that competition that much tougher for all these drivers.
Yeah, man. If you happen to see Hackney before I do, tell him Daddy's back and I'm looking for
him. All right, I'll pass the word on, my boy. I'll pass the word on. Jamie, congrats on the checkered flag here tonight, my boy. And hopefully we'll see you here for the series every Friday night. Hopefully we'll see you here at the beginning of the series next Friday.
Yes, sir. We'll be here.
Beauty. Jamie, congrats and have yourself a wonderful night, my boy.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there one more time for that 119 ride of Jamie Massey. Is Massey able to jump up there and take this win away from Tyler Jackson? As Massey with a great run and a great drive out of that 119 machine, and being able to keep that 822 ride at bay and being able to track him down, man. When he started to pull out to that, a second and a half lead there for Tyler Jackson, I didn't think anybody was going to be able to catch him, man. I didn't think anyone was going to catch him. Even when Massey there got into position number 2 and tried to run him down there for probably about 5-10 laps, he didn't really make up any ground, and I figured it was all done at that point, that they would need a caution flag to recatch that 822 ride. And as Jamie was saying, slowly but surely it looked like Tyler was just missing that bottom side in 1 and 2, and just that little tiny bit, lap by lap, and Massey was able to eat away at it and get there to his back bumper. And a tough break there for the 822 ride after having led 45 laps, 46 laps of this race, having a fantastic run, a fantastic race all evening long, and to come up 4 laps short of the checkered flag has got to sting ever so slightly. But we're gonna pull that 822 ride of Tyler Jackson up into the Discord. Yo, Reed Sanders, my boy Reed, coming in, smashing that heart reaction and the share. What is good, Reed? What is good, my boy? Hell yeah, brother. Let's go, my boy. Vicky coming in with the congratulations to Jamie Massey as well. A huge congrats to Mr. Massey again on picking up that checkered flag. But we're going to pull Tyler Jackson here in that Majula C Speed Shop number 822 ride up into the broadcast booth for his post-race interview. Hey, Tyler, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. To get a copy?
Hey, we got you, buddy.
Tyler, my boy, what a run, what a drive here tonight, my dude. Man, that 822 ride was looking so fast, so many laps led in this one, about 45, 46 laps led, and unfortunately there, towards the end, it looked like, that 119 ride was just that little bit better and just enough to reel you in, and unfortunately, once he got around you there, you just couldn't find your way back around that 119 ride. But man, what a run and what a drive here tonight for that 822 crew.
Yeah, we were pretty good early in the feature, and I don't know if the track changed that much where what I was doing wasn't the correct thing to do anymore. I could tell he was catching me, but the problem was he was so far back, I couldn't really see what he was doing. And then by the time he got to me, I finally figured out I was going into one just a little, looked like I was going in a little too high, and he was able to stick it harder into one than I was. But yeah, I mean, lead all those laps. You don't lead the right one. And that's all for now.
Absolutely, man. That's the thing, is you always want to be, leading that final lap, and none of the other laps really matter that much except for that last one. And unfortunately, you come up one spot short, but man, still put on a great show and a great run here for all the fans in the stands. As you showed these drivers that you're a force to be reckoned with once again in these dirt street stocks, as you had that Majula speed shop ride up there at the front of the field for so many laps, and that car looked very, very comfortable out there on the racetrack. And for a while after you kind of opened up that 1 second, 1.5 second lead there, we didn't think anyone was going to be able to catch you. We thought everyone was going to be, just riding back there, battling for second if we win green flag all the way down to the end. I didn't think anybody was going to be able to jump up there and try to track you down like that 119 ride did.
Yeah, as soon as I saw he got the second, I knew he'd be coming. Yeah, like I said, I felt like I was a little bit too far out in front where he could see where he was gaining on me, where I couldn't really tell where I was losing in the mirror. But it is what it is. I mean, there's about 3 guys on this whole sim that I don't feel bad getting passed by, and he's one of them. So yeah, I think if it would have went green those last couple laps, I think I could have made it interesting. I changed what I was doing there right when he passed me. I just basically changed everything I was doing with my feet, and I think we would have been. I don't know if we would have got back by him. Probably would have had to use him up to get back by him, but the caution kind of killed us. But I mean, second's probably where we should have been. If he can track me down like that, then he definitely deserves a W.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, congrats either way here. A great run and a great drive for that 822 ride, Tyler. Hopefully we'll see you here in the series every Friday night. Hopefully we'll see you back out here on the racetrack, and picking up more and more checkered flags. So we always like to talk to you up here in the broadcast booth, but it's always better to talk to you down there in Victory Lane. And I feel like, you're the car to beat, I think, in this one here tonight, man. And the 119 ride just found something out and found a different way to get it done here tonight, and was able to take this one away from you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'll make it every week. Fridays are tough on me. We might just try to hit what we can, and maybe just the tracks we like or something. That way we don't really have to points race, and we can come for W's every night. And we just got a couple guys to thank: CFM Esports, Majula Speed Shop, KC Speedworks, Diamond Designs. Thank you for the broadcast, and thanks to Dustin for putting this league on.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Tyler, congrats on the second place run here, my boy. And as I said, man, hopefully we'll see you, here and there, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth whenever you do show up for some more wicked racing action.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yes, you as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for that 822 ride of Tyler Jackson, as Tyler able to jump up and pick up that second position on the racetrack. Unfortunately, 1 spot short of the checkered flag, but still a great run nonetheless. There is a heck of a drive and a heck of a battle there for that 822 machine, as Jackson coming up 1 spot short of the checkered flag, as we're going to pull in our third place finisher now. The 34 ride of Dustin Benton, the guy who puts this all on, the guy who makes this all happen. That 34 ride of Benton coming home in position number 3. A great run here for him, as we're going to pull him up into the broadcast booth. Hey, Dustin, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. Do you get a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Dustin, my boy, a great run and a great drive here tonight, my dude. Man, what a battle that you guys had all the way throughout this field, man. We saw some great 2-3 wide battles, guys, knocking fenders off of each other and beating and banging. But, man, it was a lot of fun and a lot of exciting racing around this racetrack, as you guys put on a heck of a show here for us. And you were able to use that final restart to kind of stick right there with Talon Willis, and you were able to use that bottom side to your advantage once again and work your way back around that 10M ride and come home with that third and final podium position.
Yes, sir. We had a heck of a race up front, that's for sure. I mean, we was 4 wide there for a while. It was a lot of fun. Good clean racing with Lon and Jamie. He got into me a little bit, but they said I blinked, so I can't blame him for that, I don't guess. I guess I'm about to dig a ditch this week and get me hardwired in. I got a little building out here by my house, and that's where my stuff is, and I'm just going to have to get it hardwired.
Absolutely, man. It never gets a better connection than having that Ethernet cable all the way plugged into the PC. That'll definitely help clear everything up a little bit more. But, man, clearly a great league here, clearly some great racers here in the field once again. A lot of guys that we see very, very often with these dirt street stocks, all in this one, and putting on a great show here for us. And, you know, even seeing some of the, you know, late model guys show up, as well as we saw, you know, the DS Marshall in the field. And, you know, you see a lot of these other guys that normally aren't in these dirt street stocks coming over and running these street stocks with, you know, all the big names and all the big boys here once again tonight. And definitely shows that, you know, this is going to be a great series, man.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully a lot of people see this race and want to sign up. Still got till I'll probably cut off sign-ups Thursday. So anybody that's listening, you're interested in running the league, go to the Facebook page, go join the Discord, and go sign up in the Discord for the league if you're interested. It's just $15 for a 12-week season.
Absolutely, my boy, absolutely. We're always looking for more people to sign up, and hopefully we found quite a few drivers here tonight. Definitely wanted to sign up, and hopefully we'll have races like this one on a continue, you know, every single Friday night, man, as this was another wicked show. You guys put on a great event here for us, and that 34 ride was very, very fast out there, man. We saw you battling hard with, you know, Talon Willis and Lon Franks, Cody Gagliano, Thaddeus Marshall, all these guys battling so hard around the racetrack, throwing sliders and crossovers and trying different lanes, and as you said, going 3-4 wide out there on the racetrack, putting on a heck of a show and a heck of a drive here for us. But Dustin, you come up a couple spots short, but still a solid run there in position number 3 here tonight, man. Who would you like to thank for such a solid performance in this one?
First and foremost, Aaron, I want to thank you for stepping up and helping us out broadcasting these races. Thank Throttledown Motorsports, Wild Bill's Race Designs. I'll throw a shout out to Dirt Panda Racing Team, even though I'm no longer on there. I still thank the world of those guys. Got to thank Precision Auto Body, Big D's Lawn Care, and I think that's about it. And I also want to give out a little shout out to my buddy Randy Fly that used to race on here with us. A few people might remember him, but he passed away from cancer last year, and it just being on here makes me remember him. So I'd like to put a shout out to him out there and just let him know I'm thinking about him.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Dustin, congrats on a solid run here tonight, my boy, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth next Friday when the league gets underway, and hopefully have yourself a wonderful night, my boy.
You too, sir. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Have a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for that number 34 ride, as Dustin Benton coming home there in position number 3 here in this one, man. Some great racing, a lot of great battles all around this racetrack, as these drivers put on one heck of a show here for us right from the drop of the green flag. We saw some wicked battling, a lot of beating and banging, and drivers trying to work their way towards the front, and we saw that all the way throughout the night, man. All these drivers continue to duke it out and continuing to battle all around this racetrack, and, you know, that 119 ride of Jamie Massey being able to pick up the checkered flag after a great battle between him and Tyler Jackson. Dustin Benton right there in 3rd. Talon Willis, Lon Franks rounding out our top 5. Cody Gagliano plays Rachel, Seth Castle, Jim Revis, and Brian Taft rounding out our top 10, man. A great run and a great battle here all throughout the night between all these drivers. Yo, Sage Luther coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, Sage? Sage coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Speed Buggy, what is good? Scott, what is good, my boy? Scott coming in, showing that love over on YouTube as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are watching still, make sure y'all hit that like button on Facebook. Make sure you hit that share button. Hit that follow button if you're just tuning in. And if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that follow button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you like the stream over there as well. And make sure you smash that subscribe button as we continue to try to build up to that 200 subscriber mark over there on YouTube Gaming. So make sure you guys show that love over there as well. But unfortunately, we are going to call it there on that note. Unfortunately, the night is going to come to a close, man. But some wicked racing action, a lot of great battles, and a lot of great racing all around this racetrack. And I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in and, you know, having some wicked fun and enjoying the show here with us here tonight. But unfortunately, we're going to call it there. So hopefully you guys have yourselves a great evening. Hopefully you guys have yourselves a great night. We will be live probably tomorrow night. We'll probably go live. I don't know what we're going to get going on, but we're going to try to go live tomorrow evening with something, maybe some random races, maybe getting behind the wheel myself. And obviously Sunday we got a big race Sunday night with the Great White North Dirt Street 358 Modified Series. Monday we got the Mo Racers. Tuesday we have a new league starting up on Tuesday nights. We got we got the Sim 500 League on Wednesdays and Thursdays. This league on Fridays again. So we're going to be getting jam-packed with racing action every single week, every single day of the week, and it's going to be non-stop racing action, man. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And hopefully, hopefully I'll see you guys in there for every single one of those and continue to hit some insane numbers and continue to grow more and more week after week after week. But unfortunately, that's going to do it for us here tonight, and I'll see you guys all here tomorrow evening. Peace out, baby. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what a race. What a night. Oh, let's go, chat.
All I know is this, my crew gon' step. All I know is this, my boys gon' rap. My crew gon' step, 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 step. I keep it.
Let's go!
All I know is this, my crew gon' step. All I know is this, my boys gon' rap. All I know is this, my crew gon' step. All I know is this, my boys gon' rap. My crew gon' step, 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 step.
Let's go!
미친 발라 겁 없는 drip. Yeah, baby, won't you stunt for them? They act like you can't fuck for them. All I got is money on my mind. Dedicated, steady on my grind. 내가 원한 삶으로 laser focus to my goal. All I got is money on my mind. I won't stop till everything is mine. 내가 원한 삶으로 갈 때까지 let's get this money. Euros, dollar bills, getting this on alley. Let's get